Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Rodgers' Packers. With that, we send you up to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call. Gentlemen.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Charles. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out in the pistol. Rodgers now on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Now it's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. With just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. These Kansas City Chiefs heading back onto the field. A 5-2 record, and you look at the stats, and pretty much every category offensively, right in the middle of the pack, they've done just well enough to really win a lot of games, haven't they?
I think it starts with the front office because, remember, Jamal Charles hasn't been able to play that much this season, but they filled in well with Spencer Ware and Charkandrick West at running back, so they divide labor that way. Then they spread the ball out a little bit. Jeremy Maclin gets his touches. Travis Kelce gets his touches. How about what Chris Conley's done? They've really found ways to continue to move the ball, and they've won 5 games.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Against the Falcons, Rodgers completed 28 passes. 12 of them went to Davante Adams for 74 yards.
He's become a heck of a complimentary piece to Jordy Nelson, hasn't he? Because Jordy, I think, had, 4 catches, yes, 94 yards. Davante Adams, 12 catches. The volume of passes coming his way now, probably because coverages are kicked to Jordy Nelson. He's got to continue to make good on getting those passes completed.
Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, That's why he was able to bat it away.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Now that's a third down play. A little razzle-dazzle nearly gets him into the end zone, although they do come up a bit short. Now what do you do on 4th down?
The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this inside the 40. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, 31 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
It got a
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw, Smith. Going up top. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Clinton Dix there for the stop. From his goal line, and for the third time here in this half, and into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the edge.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, while we have a moment, I got to tell the people what you were ribbing me about before the game, and that was my Super Bowl picks. Now that we're
I didn't tell you to do that.
We're halfway through the season, but I had picked preseason Carolina and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's 4-3, but Carolina 2-5.
Yeah, I love the way that you just gave yourself up like that. I wasn't going to do that, but look. They're not out of it yet. The NFC South and Carolina, remember, they're used to getting on big runs, and they had a big win last week against Arizona. For me, I had Green Bay and New England. New England's looking real strong. Green Bay struggling with injuries. And Minnesota, they're the team to beat in the NFC North right now.
I really picked New England and Dallas. It just came out wrong.
I got you.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now Smith, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Rodgers now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, while we have a second, I have to ask you what you dressed for Halloween.
That was tough. I had to try and narrow it down because there's so many different great options. So finally I decided to just go as your bodyguard.
Jordy Nelson all by himself. And touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimum.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And Green Bay getting left.